Hello and welcome back. This is a back gate update. See here all the honeysuckle vines that I cut back have grown and flourished, and I am going to take them and direct them this way so they can go up and over the fence. That's still a work in progress. Here's some more. I'm going to cut them to be more of a bushy shape. This tree still has to come down. It's dead and it's leaning on the fence, so I gotta get the chainsaw for that. This is a lot of honeysuckle vine and foliage. It still needs help. This area needs to be cleared. Here's my lovely loblolly, and it's grown so tall. Love that. Here we go. Coming along here. Here's the... Oh, look, I left this here. Here's the wildflower patch. That got covered by snow. I just sprinkled it up until that branch you see there. Some sunflowers coming up in this area. Then another little patch. I hope it makes it. And here's my peach tree, which is doing very well. So beautiful. And I'm going to show how that's flourishing. Down below I have a patch of sunflowers. I also planted something right there on the side where you see the branches. I forgot what, maybe zinnias or daisies. I had some seeds I spread around. This is my banana tree patch, but nothing's come up yet, just that stump in the middle. But I remember last year I cut off the stump and it was green in the middle, and I ended up, so let me backtrack a little bit. The panels have been moved up here. The hugelkultur has been covered in grass. There are just some onions sticking up that could be easily mowed over. And then I'm waiting on these tulips to come up. We're at March 21st and waiting for them to bloom, and then I'll pull them up in the fall. It's like a patch of garlic or something. Here's the blackberry that I was allowed to keep. I've got my blueberry bush, which I pruned, and it's coming up nicely. As you can see at the base. And then here is another panel was moved up because they were all, if you remember in my other video, they were all along the edge in the back. Now they've been moved up. I have some winter sow here. I just put up some pomegranate, had some Jimson weed, but that did not come up. Some Rose of Sharon seeds did not come up, but the propagated cuttings did. So in here I have some gaillardia, and in here, I'm not sure if you could see in there, I have a blue wild indigo that a couple came up. Here we are in this corner. I have a bee balm, monarda. I have some geraniums coming up. I have some strawberries. It's all very bare right now. where you see the peat moss stripes, the darker stripes, I put some blue fescue down as a border here in the middle there. And over here I put zinnias, semi-dwarf zinnias, but this is a high sun spot. That's why the panel is here. And then what I noticed, pitifully, that the oregano pot that I had here at the base of the pole looks like it was tossed down out of the way. Oh my, it's empty. What? There it is. Oh my goodness. My goodness, my oregano. So I'm going. Here is my oregano. Oh my. Oh, it's such a nice oregano that comes back every year. Let me just, sorry you guys had to see that. But, this is my oregano pot. It's a very good oregano. It comes back every year. Oh my. Okay. Let me try to put it in, straighten it up. And I already see my tag here. Oh, my oregano tag. Oh, it was looking so pretty. And I must move it to a different location because maybe I'll put it up here, there, and I'll straighten that out a little later, water it in. Yeah, that was at the corner. It seemed to have been tossed or kicked down and away. And so I try to preserve what I can. Here's some sticks I piled up. Now if we come back down here, you can see that that's coming up very nicely. This is still coming up very nicely. I got tufts of honeysuckle vine I'm trying to control so I could see what clear space I have to and I'll do my forest another day, but that's the entrance and it's really nice. Behind here in the shady spot, still trying to grow some Joe Pye weed in this patch. I don't see anything coming up, but I do have elderberry that's coming up that I planted last year, and some yellow primrose or Kentucky primrose coming up. I planted some zinnias along the back here where you see this curved log, because it's a good sunspot, and I'm hoping that this cedar, this bald cedar that was cut down, will come back. I hope so. It's so nice, and it looks like it's alive, and I'm hoping at least some of this lower branch will come back. I've got these wonderful Asiatic lilies. Didn't know what they were at first. Got them from Plant Swap, and they're really nice and robust. I've got another little patch of swamp sunflowers here, which I'm gonna get carried away because they do multiply vigorously. Then I have this bamboo. It's actually a cane brake that I plucked out of the side of the DMV in Mount Holly. They had a whole bunch of them, and I thought it was just bamboo, But then I looked it up, and it's a type of bamboo. It's called canebrake, and it grows rooted underground through tubers underground. But you can contain it or put it in an area where you want to build a wall, and I do want to put a wall up along the side inside the forest. Here's my Bartlett pear tree. I put some compost at the bottom there, and it's looking pretty good. And if you see the top here, it is coming up and budding nicely. So we'll see how that goes. I had planned an espalier for that, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull apart those branches or just let it be and keep it short as a dwarf. This is just a wild corner I have that I put some water for the birds and sometimes some nuts back there, and I see them come. I think the squirrels get the most of it. This is a viburnum. I want to say it's an arrowwood viburnum, or the one with the white flowers. And it's always the first to bloom. And I love it. Right now it's sparse, but it is coming out. So I'm going to look for the dead branches this year and clean it up because it's a little tangled down below. Trying to clear that area. This is just an arborvitae that I put in here. And it's stayed small. And it's okay for now. I might relocate it to the front because it can't get up too big to cover the panels. Coming back here, I have a shady space. I planted a bayberry here. Not bayberry, southern bay. And it kind of died back, and I was hoping that it would come up. I still have my monkey grass here. That's growing slowly but surely. I put up some herbs: sage, mustard, parsley, chives, basil, cilantro, and thyme. My brother gifted me a windowsill herb garden, but I can't put it on my windowsill, so I put it out here now that it warmed up outside. And I use this oregano sign for the oregano. And this is part of Propagation Row, a short that I have up. And these are Rose of Sharon. And very, very slightly, you can see, see if I could get focus in there, that they are budding, some green peeking out there, some green peeking out right there, and that's wonderful. And then here I have, that's that. See, it's the gray sticks. And these are from my nectarine tree pruning to see if I could start up some more trees. Everything takes patience and time. And those that make it, because I don't see too many roots down there, I will pot them, keep them going. I have some extra basil here because I had extra basil seeds. I have some dill here. And that's my garden for now. That's all that's happening. But the sun is shining. And there's lots of hope for the future. Thanks for watching.